so now we put the wet t-shirt on top of the palette. And use the cover to fasten the t-shirt without bending and scratch the print head. And not touch the surface of t-shirt. And then we can start to print from the computer. We process the picture and do some setting, and then we start printing the next job.
Okay, now we start to print the picture on the wet t-shirt after we rip a picture from the rip print software. First, we must power on the machine, and we connect the USB cable with the machine to your computer. And then we go to desktop and we find out the focus Athena Jet Plus icon. First we right click the mouse and we must set that we open the icon to open it with the administrator. Right, open it. Then we got the interface for the control system. And here we can see the printer connected. That means the machine connect with the computer succeed. And this XY means the position for carriage. So first we load the picture, go to file, and we open the file that we ripped for the wet t-shirt. Wet T1 after we rip. And from the message we can see the resolution and the color. We see 4 colors CMYK and the printing size. So before we print the picture on the t-shirt, first you must be sure the t-shirt printing palette you install on the machine, the size. For example, we put the Roger t-shirt palette. Roger size is for 40 times 50 centimeter. And we select the correct model selection palette, and we click on the censor. If we click on this censor print, the picture will directly automatically print on the middle of the X axis, but the Y axis middle you must set from the Y margin. And if you click off this one, you must set from here for the X margin from 0. And normally we just click this one, automatically print on the middle of the t-shirt. And the Y margin to height of this picture is 426 millimeter, and the maximal palette size is 50 centimeter, 500 millimeter. So 500 minus 426 is 74 centimeter. 74 divided by 2 is 37. So we put 37 for print on the middle of the t-shirt. And then we go to another setting. First we go to, we must click on the Y margin, otherwise we print from the current position. And first we attribute, task attribute. The path is automatic stick path, and repeat print just for print. If you want to print the same picture more than one pieces, for example, this picture I want to print on 10 or 100 pieces t-shirt by same image, you can set the how many t-shirt you want to print. by one job. For example, you also can put it by 100, and then you print. But if you put more than one, you need to every teacher after print, you need to place the copies print button from the machine, the top acrylic control touch panel option. Otherwise, we will not print the second copies. So if you want just want to print one picture at one T-shirt, you just put one is okay. And the region is just for I just print. You can select any position just so you want to print. For example, I just want to print on the eyes. You can select any position you want to print. If you want to print with full picture, you just click on the region print. And the wet ink tab option is for bottom. If you want to print on the black T-shirt with white ink on the bottom and color ink on the top, you need to choose the white ink type bottom. And if you just want to print white ink, no color CMYK print out, you just print with choose by only white. And the only color just means only print with CMYK, no white ink print out. And this one is for UV ink using, not for DTG. So you just bottom only white or all in color. If you want to print by one pass print, white color print by the one pass print same time, you just choose by bottom. And this fill in white ink just choose close. And the repeat counter is the white ink density. If you want to print the maximal, the best, print more and more white ink coming out to get the best white ink density, you can put 2 or 3. But normally we put 1 for get good hand feeling, not so ragged and so hard hand feeling, and also have good white ink density. Maximal can get 9 times white ink. So this is the repeat count is for white ink density. How many white ink limit you want to put. And then we go to the ink limit. You can also little adjust. For example, I want the less white ink, half white ink. You can choose by cut down the white ink limit print. And normally we just click off. And please remember, this CMYK, please do not adjust. If you adjust the color, the ink limit for CMYK, the color picture print out will become the not original. Change the color print out. So we just click off. And also this depends on your requirement. And then we go to the setting. The setting parameter here, just keep it as default. And once you click on the auto cleaning, every one copies to small cleaning the print head to prevent the white ink and the color ink clog. Because the white ink was made from titanium and with glucine inside, it's very easy to clog print head. So we strongly recommend you to open the auto cleaning and S cleaning. The auto cleaning is for print after you print every one copies T-shirt will clean small clean the print head. And this is S cleaning is for when not print. If the machine is ready, the machine is either to ready, then you automatic cleaning to protect print head. For example, we set by every half an hour to freshen the print head by 10 seconds to little jet ink out to prevent the print head get clogged. So this just keep default like as this. And inclusion, it means if your print head get a little bit clogged, you can make it bigger. Normally we keep by 90%. The more number you put, for example 100%, the better printing quality you get, but the speed a little bit slowly. So normally we strongly recommend you the number you cannot less than 80%. Normally we keep by 80 or 90, depending on your print head node status. And the color bar just click off, and fill ink just for load ink the first time or do some cleaning. And extended is for keep default like this. Is for some alignment. Print mode choose by focus 0 or focus 1. Focus 0 is a little bit lighter, and focus 1, focus L1 is a little bit dark than the light L0. Normally we keep by focus L1. to get the best print result. And this is for vertical and horizontal printing test for the print head alignments we teach you before. And if you go to the maintain, here is also just keep default, no change. And this is for test print for head status and calibration for vertical. And also this for clean, the normal head 1 is for white, head 2 is for color. Head 1 is for color print head, white print head. Head 2 is for color print head. And the head is for 2 print head, clean the same time. John is for pump more ink than normal. And this for move the carriage to left and move the carriage to right. And feed is for move the table to front. And the back is to move the table to backward. Up is to move the table to move up. And down is to move table down. And up down is also if you choose the signal controlled by the control button from the machine, and this up down will be not working. And if you set the cable connection from the electronic system to software, you can control by this up down software. XCOM is to control the carriage back to right home position. Y is to end, Z is to up. So these pieces do not touch, otherwise it will be easy to scratch your print head, and just adjust by up down here. And here is the bad selection. You can not need to change, just keep default. And print speed can slow, normal, and fast. And the print selection to right to left, bad selection. Bad selection can get fast print speed, but it will be but the quality not so good than to left and to right. The white ink option is to control if you print with white ink or not. And if you here say full color, you must close it, otherwise you have an error message coming out. And here's to select the print palette, and here's for print the picture on the middle. Okay, so after we know all functions for the control system, we can start to print. And here we can see the print picture is full color, so we must close the white ink. We can try if, for example, we open the white ink and we go to the file and we right click to print. We get a message, error message says image color mismatch because the picture is full color, but we set by 5 color print. So we need to close the white ink. Just print by CMYK, and then we right click the mouse and we choose print to print the picture on the white t-shirt. But before we print, we must set the margin and be sure the right printing palette, your printing palette size, small, middle, or large, you install on the machine. And also you must adjust the table, the t-shirt, the gap between the t-shirt and the print head safety. The gap between the t-shirt and the print head must be small, about 2 to 3 millimeter. Cannot scratch the print head because the t-shirt was protruded by the protrusion liquid. And if you get scratched, the print head gets scratched touched by the t-shirt with the protrusion. It's really easy to clog the print head. So this is the big risk and dangerous. So please be sure the gap between the print head and the t-shirt is safety between 2 to 3 millimeter. You can choose up down to adjust the gap, the distance between the print head and the t-shirt surface. And also be sure the table not bending, that every position is safety and not bending. Otherwise, the front distance is okay, but when you move the table to backward, we scratch print head. So anyway, just be sure no position to scratch print head with t-shirt and print head. After that, be sure we can go to the file, select the file, and we go to print. Click print.
on the T-shirt, we still need to process by heating press machine. So first we put the T-shirt on the heating press machine, and be careful not let the surface of the picture get dirty. Okay, then we put the silicone paper. Later, you also need bakering about 30 seconds to make it a little bit dry on the surface of the ink. Not heating press right now, just waiting. Okay, so after 30 seconds, we just put the silicone paper on the top of the T-shirt, and we put it inside, and we just do the heating press machine by 160 degrees and 45 seconds. Just waiting for the tense up. Okay, so now tense up, and the heating press machine will automatic to take it out. Okay, we remove the silicone paper, and we take our T-shirt. So here we can see we get a nice printed big T-shirt on light T-shirt. So see the nice picture, nice quality printed by Master B. Okay, thank you.